Hi there, welcome to Unscripted with Coach Kanye. I am Coach Kanye, and today I have a very special guest that is bringing some wine. But before she gets here, do subscribe, follow, like, whatever it is that we do here on YouTube. And yeah, let's continue the conversation. And right now we have my beautiful girlfriend coming in with the wine. I'm sipping on some rosé.
I'm having Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Well, tell the people who you are.
Hello, my sweetie.
Malwin, my sweetheart.
Igama lam Gusmabalwe. I'm an Eastern Cape born, wonderful, amazing, baddie. What else?
And then Gumduam.
Yes, I get to call this cutie my partner.
And I wanted us to just have a conversation because we're going to be doing a lot more of these. We're going to be bringing people into our lives. So I think it was a good idea for you to introduce yourself. And I wrote some questions for us.
Okay.
I wrote them in your notebook.
Oh, I need another one. I need a new notebook.
I know. Can you read my handwriting?
It looks like a doctor's, but
It's not that bad. Sky, it's not that bad.
Okay. Do you want to read the questions?
We'll take turns. I'll read the first one only because I like how you tell the story.
What story?
So the question is, how did we meet?
We met at the Own Your Life seminar.
I like to say she paid for a relationship.
I did, and wow, money well spent.
Okay.
Returns on returns. I came across you and Unozuko from an Instagram ad. Shout out to Meta. And that's how I ended up knowing about the event. I followed the work that you guys did at the Cape Town one. I was like, definitely want to be in the room. I was just like, I want to be at this seminar. Also, the cultures are cute.
She looks so cute, by the way.
As per usual.
Yeah. And then she put herself right in front.
I have ADHD and ndiyazilungiselela in life, in general. Ndiyazithanda. So even in class, even wherever, I will sit in front so that I can grab the attention of whatever is happening. Especially if I've paid money.
Like a lot of it.
So I'm going to be there with my notebook. I'm going to be there with like my full attention span, which is like worth a lot. Yeah. Sat there, the seminar was amazing, it was money well spent. Then the next day, you guys had...
We had a hike because the baddie bought the VIP ticket.
I mean, you're a very important person, so... Got the VIP ticket, we went on the hike was really great, and we got to connect a little bit. Then after the hike, 3 of us go for brunch, and we chill. Brunch is really nice, it's amazing, but and we're walking back to our table. I'm walking in front of you, you're walking behind me, and she literally touches the small of my back. Okay, not the top half of my back, not the bums, but the small of my back. It was so subtle.
Between the bum and the back.
But it was so intimate, and I had this thing in my head of like, and because I also let you touch me, and I let you touch me there, I was like,
I think siyafunana
apa. After brunch, I escort you to the Uber. You say to me, let me know when you get home safe. And I'm just like, Njani, I don't have your number. You go all...
You can find it.
I
was like, you can find it. I think you're very resourceful.
Which I am.
Which she is. Because I'm like, 5 minutes later, you were texting me. You were like, it was 15.
It was like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
I worked in production. I know how to find things.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows. Like, if you need someone to be stalked on your behalf, call me.
Don't call her. She's not stalking anyone for you.
I can give you the right search prompts.
No. If they need to be stalked, they are not yours.
To mail a message. I can do the same time that I am within. We had a really nice conversation. This one goes to fish on Instagram.
And I fished. Is that the past tense for fish? Fished. And this was like literally a day after we had hung out. And then I post on my Instagram story and I'm like, you guys, I've been home for a few months and no one has asked me out on a date. Because also so many people were in my DMs. Like, Kanye, you're home. I would like to take you out. I'm like, then do it. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Guava, you see? Guava.
So I post that and also to be honest, that was for her because I was like, I think there was a vibe. I was picking up on the vibe too, and then I was like, I hope she does something about this. You reply, but you asked me out on WhatsApp instead of responding to the post.
I was like, can I take you on a date?
And then you planned our
and
first date.
you said yes.
I was like, yes, free food. Count me in.
I was so excited when she said yes. Okay, I text my sister. I'm like, she said yes. And one thing, they bleated don't.
It's so funny because I kept talking on the hike, telling you how I'm not trying to bleed or cascade bleed and then you were like, well, too bad. She's like, bleed I get tonight.
Because that's
so close of her. Don't worry so much. I'm bringing you on to Unscripted. Hopefully you guys subscribe because you're going to be seeing a lot more of this face. Okay, I can answer this one first. What attracted you to each other? My thighs.
Your thighs. I was literally hard to say that.
So when you showed up at the seminar, you already knew that Coach had thighs.
No, listen, I did not, I can't not see the thighs in the ad, okay? I just selectively listened for the wholeness part. But when we were on the hike, I saw you walking in front of me, trying to make me see how cute you were.
What attracted me to you was your smile. You have the best smile. It's like your whole face goes with it. And then when we were on the date, we could not stop talking. It was just like vibes on vibes, conversations on conversations. And also you're such a good listener. I don't even remember talking about the things that I liked during the seminar. You found out I liked wine. And you showed up with instead of flowers, she showed up with a cute little thing of cheese.
Cause you cheese girl.
Cause you cheese girl, for sure, for real. And we went wine tasting, and I didn't want to leave. I wanted to keep talking and hanging out, but we had to leave.
We had to leave.
What about you, except for my thighs?
Your eyes, you have this way of really looking at someone. You see them. And it just connects, you don't just look, you see, and not a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
No. You still look at me with them and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, not the melting. And then also, as we got to know each other, it's you're so smart. She's crazy smart. And also, we connected so much on travel. We love to travel. I mean, we'll do more videos where we talk about us as individuals, but that was it. The next question, what do you enjoy about each other?
How much fun we have together and how much we share in joy together. We have such a playful and expressive relationship. I enjoy that so much. We take life seriously, but we don't take ourselves seriously. I like that a lot.
I like that about us too.
Yeah. We had this situation once at the mall.
Right.
That's when I was like, she's mine. She's for me. You wanted to stop at the iPhone store quickly. So I'm standing outside with the trolley. All my intrusive thoughts were in immediately. It was going down.
It was great. So I come out and all I see is my girlfriend, Essenza, is stood like in the middle of the mall with this freaking trolley. Just, and I'm like, what's on? No.
You just joined me.
What are we doing?
You were like, what are we doing and how can I participate? I love that. I love that so much. I think 10,000 quadrillion fell in love with you in that moment. But to have umdu that I can be myself with, whatever myself is at that time. That I can be nuts with at the mall.
Yeah, because I was like, I think I'm going to join in.
What you do? What should I do now?
I don't care about those people.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
It was fun.
Yeah, I also enjoy how much we have fun. I love our kitchen dancers who like to dance in the house. I like to play a lot of white people music. She's getting used to it. Country music. What was that face? I enjoy how we can have deep conversations and we can just like talk about spirituality and politics and feminism, and I can say some things that make you really mad. I enjoy how you interact with my family. It's really so nice to watch, like with my siblings. I enjoy your food. Yo, guys.
Cooking is one of my love languages. Cooking for people is one of the ways that I get to show people that I care for you and I love you, and I can put in you know?
Yeah, and I learned so much from you. You're so smart. Like, I learn big English words. I learn about things I don't know about. There's so much I don't know.
We had a disagreement last night before bed.
Because
this one...
No, we were already in bed before we sleep.
But literally before the moment of... Dimbasela something before Silale, and you pause me and you're like, did they use that word exactly? Is that the word they use? And I'm like, yes, that's the word they use.
And then I go, what does it mean?
What does it mean? No, you.
She said I was an asshole.
You were being so annoying. So now I must stop my story because now, what does that word mean?
I was like, my phone's in there. I was like, if you're gonna use the word, you should know what it means. That pissed you off.
I was annoyed. I was annoyed right before bed. And we don't go to sleep mad. And we don't go to sleep mad.
But I wasn't mad. I thought the whole thing was hilarious. Because all your other complaints were just like, oh, you're going to talk about this, but you didn't want to do that. You know? So we'll talk about that next time. We will talk about next time. Okay, this is our final question. Thank you for watching. Actually, I'm going to ask one last question after this one. What do you see for the future?
An absolutely phenomenal life. Like, the best. The best. I see so much laughter. I see joy. We have so many joyful experiences all the time. Like, we know as individuals how to inject joy into our lives. So it makes it easier for us to share in joyful experiences together. And that's it. I also think in the future is a lot of boldness, a lot of fearlessness. I'm in my year of like bold 2026. Like I'm taking chances, not taking names. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'll give that to my assistant. I see so much adventure. We love dogs. I'm still trying to convince her on cats, but pets definitely.
Unless we have a farm.
So many holidays, so much traveling. 1 minute sizobe sihlela apha lounge, guys, and then the next minute sizobe sishuta le video kwenye indawo. You just never know.
Sometimes it's like shoot a little different.
Yes, Mkapusi. Shout out to abantu baselady Freko manecala engcobe Mkapusi.
Not like myself.
Amazing sex.
Amazing sex.
I think just
Children.
yes. You
I
have
am
such
having crazy
crazy baby fever.
And I think in the next 3 years, we should be having a baby.
Why are you looking at?
Because you're
You're just like in
I'm
the
like,
next 3 years.
We're gonna be carrying a baby over there. Marriage, I think there's so much goodness. I see so much goodness for us. Zayikupa wena. Zayikupa baby. Zayikupa. Zayi 25 years ago.
25. Uzokhupha nezidlozi.
Ndizoba sathini? Did I have a choice? Do I have a choice in the matter? I have no choice.
What do you see in the future?
I see us marriage, kids. I see a lot of travel. Like in the next 2 years, I see us just traveling. We're so lucky because we also happen to have jobs that complement each other. So I see our individual companies growing as much as you would like yours grow. And then I see us supporting each other in our work. And I think for me, I've had such resistance in us working together because of past relationships. But I've surrendered. I've surrendered, and so just to keep supporting each other in our work and how we're growing as individuals. I love you so much that I want to see you thrive outside of our relationship. Your joy, your peace, your happiness, your life, your success, all of that big stuff is more important to me than the relationship that we get to co-create. And we get to co-create that because you are so fulfilled as an individual. So I love to see you in your thing. And I see us growing like that in the future. Yeah. Okay, last question. Why are we doing this? We had this conversation before. Why is this a conversation we're having?
Well, we spoke to representation, and I love that you mentioned that because it's something that matters to me. And now in front of the camera, actually, my relationship with that. I love to be behind the scenes. I love getting things done. I love watching things come together. Even though that starts from an idea, from nothing, from just a thought, and then we boom until it's this physical, tangible thing in front of you. That's just amazing. So I love the work that happens behind the scenes because it brings out the things that people see in front of them. At the same time, I believe that it's necessary to see ourselves on spaces and platforms and to actually create the platforms by ourselves. When I was a kid, I didn't see myself represented in the world as much as I would like to. And I know that it matters to do that because it shatters a ceiling that you didn't even know. You don't know what you don't know. That much is really important to me. So I love that you brought it up as why for you in us doing this, because representation matters to me a lot. Now, if it was up to me, I wouldn't necessarily hide, but I wouldn't share. I document everything. I take a video of every single thing. I just don't share it. In my own experience as a being is to not just live my life, but to also observe my life and to allow my life to be observed by others as well. There's a teaching, I love to put the camera on things and to be aware of the things that are happening. And I've also seen how necessary it is for me to shift and point it at myself also. That not as a creation, I don't just want to be in the experience. I also want to observe the experience, and I want to observe myself in the experience so that I can continuously be in awareness of myself in that moment. And I can reflect on myself in that moment. And I'm a storyteller as well. I want to tell stories, and I hope that my ego of thinking that my lens of storytelling matters is, what's the word? Rewarded. Yes, my ego is rewarded in that. Ndifuna abanye abantu nabo basemthatha, basemkhapusi, bakubengu, baselibode, basecala, nabo bazibone in other places in the same way that I needed to see. You know, I know the only reason why I've been able to live the life that I have is because somebody else has shown me that there's so much to life and that the experience is only limited by you. You're the actual limitation of the experience. So I think this is also partly to challenge myself as well. When it comes to being seen, I always cap it. I cap it at a certain place where I'm like, this is enough. And I'm tired of limiting life. Not the one.
Not the one. We saved it. Oh my god. Oh.
High five. Wow.
Well done, baby. That was so good. That was so beautiful. While you were talking, I was thinking about representation. And I'm like, yeah, I think we're starting to see queerness, but I don't think we're seeing enough of the intricacies of queer relationships. I think we're seeing queerness from one lens, and some of us don't really enjoy that lens, even though we participate in it. And so I think when we have the conversation around representation and why we want to bring you guys into as much as we want to, okay? Because we're still we're still like being private, but want to bring you in because I think it is important to see yourself reflected in relationship, in romantic relationship. So we are going to share as much as we can, as much as we feel comfortable sharing in the future. So be on the lookout, subscribe,
and create this absurd space of the internet with us.
Yes, and I think that's what do you want to leave people with something?
You know,
No, I'm done. A word.
I will leave people with the message of fearlessness, and I think it will be something that is going to be a theme in my participation of the conversations. We're so conditioned with fear in all the experiences. Like when even as a child, you know, and there's so much intelligence that comes from tinkering and getting burnt by the stove and the fire. And I mean, obviously, plus fearlessness. I'm taking this, doing this with you is part of my journey on fearlessness. Suboyika man, suboyika. Tsiba uzogangwa, noba uyazi uzogangwa yintoni.
And that's it. And you're watching Unscripted with Coach Kanye and Sima Malu today. And we will see you guys again soon. Cheers. Oh, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe button. Okay. Good. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh my gosh, you want to see right now?
Yes! Was it going?